Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. And join me for a cup of a mint tea so we can join in with the plant medicine reading for today and to see what the tarot has for us with tea. And tea is of the earth, it's a plant, the tea leaves. And so let's take in this minty, refreshing, opening up our sinus and throat so we can speak clearly and communicate together. And so have a cup of tea, whatever you want, but join me. And this is what the Sacred Nature Oracle, this is guidance you are receiving today from the plant world all around you. And there is really not a moment that we don't really rely so much on the plants for the trees to oxygenate, and just for the tea itself, the foods, the medicines, and also for the shelter, and so many more. So let's see today, Taurus, and before we get into your tarot reading, this is the theme of the reading today. And this is what I have for a Taurus. Deep listening, marigold. Well, that is a beautiful flower, the marigold. It seems like a simple flower, but it is a very powerful flower, as we'll see. And let's dive right in. And the number 42 could be important, and the color orange could be very important. But the marigold comes from the term Tageus erecta, and marigolds grow widely across Europe, Asia, Central, and North America, and they bloom in different shades of orange and yellows. And actually, they have been used in religious rituals in India and as sacred flowers. And marigold means Mary gold, of the Virgin Mary. And they are strung on the garlands of the dead at the time of the Day of the Dead, on these rituals. And so what is it that marigold is teaching you, Taurus, today? This deep listening. And it is saying it is a portal plant. It's a plant into a new portal. And it helps you to listen and receive wisdom from other realms, connecting with the ancestors and the spirit of the earth. Marigold helps you to hear what people really mean underneath what is being said, and improves intuition and peace of mind. I feel that it's important, Taurus, to read that again. Marigolds help us to hear what people really mean underneath what is being said. And because of that, it improves our intuition and peace of mind. And so we are all in this reading receiving so much information, both for me as the reader and you as the viewer. And so we're deeply listening to the cards and to the energy of the marigold. And so this is the affirmation to take into the reading. I listen deeply into life's whisper. I listen deeply into life's whisper. I trust that the inspiration, insights, and answers will come exactly when I need them. And so it is. So we're going to bring this sacred plant energy of a deep listening in the marigold into the reading today. And thank you, Spirit Guides, for bringing us clear, precise, and accurate energy around this reading. And this reading is focusing on a decision around, do you really want to be happy or not? After the storm, there's a decision to be made, and it's time to take your blindfold off and to go for a new beginning. A decision is being made after evaluating, appraising, and actually deep listening to yourself. And you're going to stand up and believe in that energy that you're receiving from the Marigold, that a Virgin Mary could be important for you, one of your sacred spiritual guides at this time. So thank you so much for subscribing and giving me the thumbs up. Those likes are important. And also just to watch through the whole reading and come to the end and make your evaluation from your experience of deep listening. And thank you so much for bringing us this energy around the middle of September into October. What is this that is on the front for you around deep listening? With the Five of Wands, a deep listening is coming because you are connecting to this mind game, a chess. There is strategy, and there are tactics and material you're using, and some things are very close to you. You're holding your pieces near you. You're using your intelligence to look at the competition, look at what is important right now for you to move. What are you moving? What's your next move, Taurus? And you're pondering, I mean, in chess, if you are a chess player, you know there is that energy of the time. You know, when you're playing competitively, it's not just you can sit there all day. There's a clock. So in this, it's saying there is competition. You're working on it. 5 is a number of change. The Five of Wands is a number of fire. So this is fiery competition and learning from others, learning from your peers, learning from the people around you. How to grow, how to improve, how to jockey for position, how to stand your ground with the competition. So that's what you're coming into, this deep listening, maybe from other people, or you are listening deeply or helping others in some way, but there is going to be some arguments, some conflict in your mind, maybe just within yourself about your energy, what you're getting, these intuitive hits, and, well, how do I strategize this? Who do I really take on under my wing, or who do I listen to? How do I make these moves? And it's coming because of the sun. Wow, well, this is a beautiful energy for Taurus. You're using the sun, this clarity, this optimism, this healing. You're looking at the competition from a healed heart, from an optimistic perspective, from clarity, and clarity of purpose, a clarity of destination. And you are making your moves out in the open now with clarity, and also with this grace. This is a beautiful, almost like ballerina, your own point. You're pirouetting with this light. And something is going to change, that you are bringing that optimism to this game. You feel like you've been under maybe some kind of conflict, feeling like struggling. And you're going to see at the foundation that all along you've been working on this, finding this balance, seeing the truth. This is another card of clarity, but whereas the sun is clarity of the spirit, clarity of optimism, of life itself, of knowing that we can shine, that we maybe life is for each one of us in different ways competitive. We have to stand up. We have to work with others. And we stand in our light because it's true and just. You could be in this, you see these buildings. You could have been building some case for yourself that you are now sitting on there, high up with balance, coming with the truth. But you're above something. Even though this card is at the foundation, you are seeing something from a high perspective. And your dress is of gold. Look how this fabric is just flowing off the building. It's like this curtain of gold. And gold is in alchemy, that is that element we're moving toward, the transformative element that we become. And the sun is gold itself. And so you are, as you come in to this deep listening, there might be in the air, there probably is something that you know about that is conflicting. It's kind of feeling like a setback. It could be in your business or what you're putting out there creatively. But the challenge is to keep on moving with that, make the right moves. But also to see it with clarity, to know that there is optimism. When the sun is here in the helping and challenging position, it's saying that it will be optimistic because you have this clarity. This is the bright, happy card over whatever this competition is going to come out successfully, and it's necessary to bring in truth and balance. And that's what we're all seeking. That's why we come to the tarot. It's some level on whatever. We're all looking at this from different perspectives. Have a sip of mint tea. And we're seeing this from balance, balancing out of the give and take of what our actions have been, our behavior, our thoughts. And to see that you have some almost clarity now of what it is, what these kind of the buildings represent, all of these windows, all of these perspectives. But there is a certain balancing out of justice, of truth. You're getting that. If you've been waiting, and maybe fighting with the Five of Wands to see, well, who's going to win this chess game? Well, at the foundation, it's you are, Taurus. You're balancing it out. And the analogy is like there is energetic, maybe overwhelm that you're feeling, can I keep on doing this? And you've been waiting at the foundation knowing that you needed to balance this out, and it's balancing out with the sun. Because when the sun is there, things grow naturally. And that deep listening of the marigold and that golden gown. Something about wearing gold, a gold cape. And in the recent past, what influenced you is death. And this is a beautiful energy because you see the rib cage where the heart is, that whole area of the body being exposed. And you see that butterfly emerging and the lilies. Another flower, you've got the marigold, and the lilies are the flower of resurrection and represent the resurrected Christ. So you have these spiritual energies around the flowers and that medicine of the earth. Because the seed dies and goes into the earth, and in that darkness becomes resurrected and becomes this lily that is... any of you gardeners or flower arrangers know what an amazing odor of fragrance that this lily gives off. So that when we allow something to let go, the truth is coming to end something, because you've got balance and clarity together. And in the recent past, the influence was something that came to an end. That might have been connected to something deep in your chest, a rib cage, some maybe some feeling, something that was caged in your body that you've had to transform. And you see the look on her face as one of a deep knowing, deep listening to those voices of transformation within our own soul, knowing when something has to end, and knowing when we have to completely let go. because you're letting go of anything from the past that caused you sadness, regret. But you see, she's still holding on to a flowering branch. And this is saying you have that flowering branch, the marigold, that deep listening, to that sense of renewal. After you have 2 5, so 5 5. That's powerful energy because that comes to the 10, and that's change. So something's changing because it needs to change, and you're coming out of grief, and there is something of the almost, this is like a marigold, but there's something of the marigold that you are letting go of. That, like, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary, a marigold, comes to me, seeking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let this truth be known. It will be balanced out. That's what you're seeing under the sun. Because when you illuminate, clarify what it is that you've been in conflict about, then there's some truth. You see the right outworkings of what it is that you both mentally have wanted to understand, what is right and true, but also the scales, or more the feminine, of balancing out. When things get out of balance, they're not just. Something came to an end about a grief, a sadness, a regret, a loss, and you're letting it go. That's what the crown is saying now. It's time to say goodbye to those flowers that have died on. You know, the marigolds are used in those rituals in Mexico and India, the sacred ceremonies of the ritual of burial, of death, of completion. So you can come into your 9 of Cups, a Taurus. That's where you're moving. And look at all the flowers around your head here. There is a celebration of blossoming. And also that feeling that you have enjoyed this. You know, whatever you have been working on, the competition, that passion, because the wands is a passion. And sometimes we have tension and conflict about the competition, what we were going toward. But you're going toward the sun on this angle. You go from the sun to the 9 of Cups. And you go from justice to the sun. And so there is this, you see the sun to the 9 of Cups. You go in this diagonal energy. And then also from the sun to justice, and the sword is pointing up to you, to the sun. So this happiness and fulfillment is coming as the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands come together to come to completion with this death, which is the 13. And so this 9 of Cups is fulfilling, celebrating completion, a fulfillment, setting the table for this abundance to come, happiness, joining together, a love affair with just this new transformation. After we let go of grief, it's almost like we're in love with everything, our teacup. Wow, I love you so much. You give me so much warmth and soothing. I love you. You know, we see more clearly under the light of the sun, whereas we might have been blindfolded by these dark birds. But we're now allowing those birds to inspire us. And the environment, Taurus, could be a sense of 10 of Swords. Well, you see that energy. It's like the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. Well, this is a good image for contrast in our lives. Do we want to allow ourselves to be stuck in that beautiful hairdo, that bouffant, but to allow other people to contaminate our beauty, our thoughts. So you're coming to the end of that. A new day's dawning. That's what's ending. That is what's coming to an end. And so that is that energy, and you're vibrating now at this other level, at this bliss, at this happiness. She's almost like, her cups are like a fan. She has fans. She is fanning herself. There is that a sense of that air around her. And that is where you're moving, away from any sense of where that mindset is vibrating at this sadness, at this grief. And that also that leads to a feeling of combativeness, energetic confusion, chaos around us. But that's all balancing out now, because you've seen something very different. And I think that has come with that connection to deep listening. Through meditation, you deeply listen beyond your own contaminated thoughts, the propaganda that is either put in our minds from the outside, because this is a card in the position of the influence of other people, the influence of the exterior environment, the culture, the Weltanschauung. But you're moving into the King of Pentacles as your hope and fear. And this stag, this animal of the earth that has this antler, this horned energy. And that means something to each one of you, because see how this man has come up and been able to stand and balance on that energy. And both of this, since it comes into the head, into the mind. And so with the King of Pentacles, you have worked hard. This is a Capricorn energy. And you have built this sense, look at the coin, says Caesar. Well, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's due. You do make, this king makes the rules, is very good at making money. The breadwinner is balanced in terms of how the physical world works and secure in those structures. And what is the advice, Taurus, that you need? What is this energy that is coming for you to know? Wow, the Three of Cups. Well, you have the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So 3 equals 9. So there's a multiplication of this happiness that's coming when you release any kind of negative influence, whether it's from other people on your mind, or where you allow your mind to have this sense of conflict, feeling defeated, depressed, confusion. And so it is. And you're coming into a celebration with a lot of wealth, with a lot of structure, something of the earth. And so I'll do a recap, but let's get a few qualifications and clarifications. Well, why is it, what qualifies this sense of the Five of Wands and the Sun? How can this energy of the sun, which radiates and makes the whole earth grow, from the very grasses to these mighty oaks? But the sun is shining on any kind of conflict, competition, Taurus, and you're making good moves. You're going to be successful. It's going to bring you happiness, connection with others, a deep, loving connection that will grow. And something like Mother Mary comes to me. And this is what you're letting go of, another 5. So you have to come to the completion of the 5s. 555 is here on the table. And that's a very powerful number, but you're moving from this sense of having to feel that life is a competition, a life is a struggle, that your energies is always having to go toward something material, feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, and so I have to always be competing, making the right moves, winning at the games of life. But when I'm seeing here, and then you got the Five of Cups at the crown, is Taurus, is time, whatever this five is, to recognize that you're going to vibrate at a different level now. You're vibrating at the energy of the sun. And the sun will melt all of this snow. And you'll come into that true union with the partnership that is meant for you, that you're going to celebrate, because this is coming to an end. You're dying into this sense of lack. You're dying to this sense of fighting and conflict. And you're also dying to this sense of regret, sadness, grief, loss. So loss and lack and a sense of feeling like you have to keep on battling is coming to an end, because you're seeing it clearly, and it's just that you come into the truth of this, because it's going to make all the difference, because then you move to the Nine of Cups, that wish fulfillment. And you know what I'm talking about, Taurus, as you're watching this, that flowering, that sense of, and look at the collar. This is kind of like a Queen, I think Elizabeth the First, that way they dress. But in this image, for me, intuitively, it's saying that you've got a lot of support around your throat and what you're speaking out. And you're going to speak up for any interference, any feeling that your mind is messing with you. You're gonna stop that, because you've got this powerful earth grounding energy, and you're gonna celebrate that with the King of Pentacles. And that is your hope and fear, and the advice is celebrate this, and celebrate it now. Because you're moving from the contrast of vibrating at this negative level in your mind, or receiving and letting this recede, you see, and letting it recede, so this can come forward, and to embrace that fulfillment, that beauty that is coming from you. And that's coming from how you are looking at this energetic conflict that you've had to maybe stand your ground for. But now you are moving into a sense of that letting go of anything that is not of the sun. And you're letting this go and taking the two flowers here and moving on with them. And letting go also of unnecessary battling, both with your mind and energy. I want to do this. I want to make this move. That is the energy. And the sun is clarifying that. And any sense of feeling left out in the cold, not good enough, wounded, poor, mentally ill, let go of that thought system and go into the spiritual dimension above your heads. Come out of the snow, and the sun is going to clarify that, melt that feeling of lack, whatever that is and has been. And that flower is peeping through here for you. Amazing. And it's just at the foundation, at the root. What you know is out of your field of awareness is the sense of it's just, true, and balanced for this to come to an end, the influence of your past. It might be just as simply as the past is coming to an end. So the new beginning with the sun can give birth to itself as it does at the dawn. Is coming, is rising. So this is a powerful reading for you, for my beautiful Tauruses. And I think you can receive this energy. And you're here with the King of Pentacles saying it's grounded. It's going to come down and be manifest with structure and with abundance and generosity. And that is what I have. And the Marigold, look at this beautiful figure that has been actually encompassed, cocooned in this marigold, the dried marigold petals. Embrace that energy around you. 2 hands are better than 1. And sending you love, Taurus. And thank you again for all of your comments. I appreciate each one of you. And I think through them and really want to process and bring you a more deep listening. And I want to listen deeply to you. And sending you love today wherever you are. And thank you again so much for your likes and your subscriptions to my channel. And see you next time. Bye-bye.